I talk a lot about transparency on this channel, transparency from the carriers, from the DCAs, and yes, from your messaging provider. You deserve to have as much transparency into the process as your messaging provider can allow you to have. And so today, and starting today, and moving forward every single Monday, we are going to be digging into what Signal House is working on this week so we can build out in the open, show you exactly where we're headed so that you can feel very confident that your messaging provider, if you choose to go with Signal House, is going to be as transparent as possible as we continue to build our platform and really tailor it specifically to who our customers are, which are companies that need connectivity for their marketing platforms and CRMs. But of course, we can also power any traffic that comes from an application to a person. And we specialize in 10-digit long code, or 10DLC messaging, which is just the numbers that we all use every single day, where the first 3 digits correspond to an area code in the US. We can power business messaging with 10DLC traffic for any system. But again, we specialize in marketing and CRM. And so today, starting today and every single Monday thereafter, we're going to be building in the open on Mondays, talking about what we are working on for that week, because we have transitioned to a weekly sprint cadence where we are releasing things every single Friday, so that any kind of requests that our customers provide us with, because we are very much so customer driven with what we build, and some improvements, enhancement, etc., don't have to wait another week to go to production, or a month if you're on a 30-day sprint cycle. Without further ado, let me go ahead and jump into our staging environment, and I want to show you what we are already testing and working on for launch later this week. So here we are on the Your Number screen of your Signal House portal. And so you might see a couple things that are different from what you see in your account. The first one is that when I click this button here, it's actually selecting all of the phone numbers. And so with this, I have a couple different actions that I can do. I can edit the friendly name, edit a tag. So I'll just put in here Monday build in the open. Go ahead and add that tag, save tags. You can see that now we have a tag on all of them. You can also edit the configuration. So we have multi-number configuration going live this week. So we're really, really excited about that. We've worked through all the different cases, migrating from different providers, if it's an approved campaign, if it's not an approved campaign, etc. All of those items we are digging very deeply into. So let's just configure a couple of these numbers to show you what this is going to look like. I'm going to go to edit configuration. And even though this is staging, this is connected to live campaigns. So all the campaigns that you're seeing in here are absolutely live. So I'm just going to go to one that I know has some extra room on it. And I'm going to click next and save configuration. So what you're going to see here is it's automatically going to tell me that we are pending attachment to this campaign. Now, if I refresh, we can see that those numbers are already in progress to attachment to this campaign. So what you'll see is you'll see the number starting in pending, and it'll show you that it's pending attachment. It'll say that it's now in progress. And then once it's ready, it'll say that it is ready. So let's check out some numbers that we've already been using a little bit. So we did some tests earlier today. We did some provisioning. Let's use this number right here as a good example. So I'm just going to show you another cool feature that we have. We're going to be going over 3 today. With this one, I'm going to be sending a test message to myself. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to type in my phone number here, and then I'm going to say test outbound. Now, what's great about this is that I'm going to send this. It's going to hit my phone pretty much immediately. I can go immediately to my message logs here, and I can just confirm that. So it's saying that it was sent here, but it does take a couple seconds for that delivery receipt to get received by the carriers. And so now that I've refreshed it, I see that it is delivered. But the cool thing that I wanted to show you is that now if I go to your numbers, and I click on configure for this number, we have a new tab here that we haven't had before, and that is the analytics tab. So I can see here this message that I just sent out today. I can see that if I put inbound here, the delivery rate is, or sorry, the response rate is going to be 0 because I haven't actually responded to the message yet, but we are showing all of the other metrics in here as well. So let me actually just grab my phone, and I will go and respond to that message. So just say received. And we can see immediately within here, as we click to the message log, we see that that inbound message was, of course, received. We go back to our analytics, we click on inbound, and we now see that we have a response rate of 100%. and a average time to response of around 7 seconds. Final item in numbers that we want to show you today is this number history. Have you ever wondered, where has this phone number been? What was it attached to before? What is the story of this phone number? Well, here we can see all of the necessary data of when the phone number was purchased, when it was assigned to a campaign, and when it was updated to ready. So now if I take this number and assign it to a separate campaign, we will also see that within the number history as well. Want to see how many numbers are on that campaign? Just go ahead and click on it, because everything on our platform is clickable so that you can easily navigate through the platform. And then if you scroll down at the bottom of the campaign, just click on Signal House number. This is another new item that we're pushing so you can see the full pass through here, because this current number provisioned for net number updates every around 24 hours. It's just a polling that they do in their own system. But for us, we are obviously showing that significantly quicker. So you can see all of the numbers that are assigned directly within here and configure them directly from within here. So those are the first two things I wanted to show you. The final thing, I saved the best for last. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. And that is our new campaign submission flow that includes automating that campaign submission, as well as creating you a landing page if you need one. So let's just go ahead and jump into that new system. So we're now jumping into the final item, and it's the most important. It is by far the most important and the coolest. It is going to change your business forever if you're doing 10DLC messaging, that is coming out this week, and that is our new branded campaign submission flow. So let's go ahead and take a look at specifically what you can expect with this. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to add a new campaign, and I am seeing that I can now choose a subgroup or a brand and then choose a campaign type. Now, if you want to choose a brand first, you are able to do that. There's obviously no problem with doing that whatsoever. So I'm just going to come down here. I'm going to select a random brand here. And then I am going to select a campaign type. So the first thing it's going to do is it's going to show me the website that we submitted. It's going to say, is this website approvable? So I can either say, yes, that's compliant, or help me make my website compliant. I am going to opt to help me make my website compliant. Now, if you need to see our campaign approval Bible, just click on it. This is going to offer you, and download it. It's yours forever. This is going to show you all of the templated submissions that we suggest that you type in for the information. Of course, we have places for like enter the description of the business and things like that, but still very good resource for you to use, and I highly recommend it. Now, let's say that you need a website. It's going to show you, do you want an approvable site? You say, yes, of course. So the first thing you're going to see is a description of the company. For Signal House, I'm going to say that we are a tier 2 messaging provider with applications on HubSpot and Go High Level. And our Go High Level application is launching in just a couple weeks. So very, very, very exciting. So now I'm going to change the color scheme. So the primary background color, I am going to keep that with white. Secondary, I'm going to put our Signal House color. And then for the primary text color, I am going to make that our, actually I'm going to make that white for primary. And then for secondary, I'll make E41 CFD. And then I'm going to drop in our Signal House logo here as well. Attest to that, click next, and look at that. It has generated me a link to my landing page. It's going to open it up in a new tab, and I can see here that, and this is a great example, so I can see here that I meant for this text to be pink and this text to be white. So I can just come over here. I can make that adjustment, so I can make this E41 CFD, and I can make this white. So I'm going to go ahead and click update, and now I'm going to either just refresh this or click the link to relaunch the application. And look at that. I have my landing page right here, able to submit it, and it is pulling in the use case that I selected, so 2FA. If you choose customer care, it's going to pull that in. If you choose account notifications, it will pull that in as well. So it's pulling this in. It is updating this landing page, and it's updating the website that you've submitted associated with the brand, so that when the DCAs review this, they are reviewing your website every single time. Now, if you want to submit this in the brand stage, you are able to do that as well. So the moment that you start typing in when you submit a brand, you can see here, website, online presence, need a website, click here. And we've launched exactly the same module. So we are super excited about this. And also, I guess if you have already submitted this in the campaign screen, it will bypass that screen that says, is your campaign approvable, or sorry, is your website approvable? And it will send you directly to the final screen, which just shows you your campaign with all your sample messages, with the description, with the message flow, everything drafted out perfectly for you. And so I hope this was a helpful video. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll continue to do this on Mondays, walking through what is going to be new the upcoming week on the platform. And we'll see you in the next one.